Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our Eibar career mode here. This is going to be the last episode of this season, and maybe quite possibly one of the last episodes for a while for this series. I'm going to kind of bring back my MLS series and do that for a little bit, and then definitely come back to this series for sure. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from it. I do apologize for the lack of uploads in the past, I believe 3 days, but we're back on it for a little bit. And then another break will be coming here at the end of this month as well. But this is going to only be the game against Real Madrid in the final of the Cup. This is our last chance for silverware of the season. Obviously, the season had just ended for La Liga, and we ended up in 6th place. So we will have Europa League to be playing for in the next season. So definitely wanted to go ahead and try to grab some silverware here. And, you know, it's going to be really telling of how strong of a team we were going to have going into the next season, and how much we're going to be able to push forward in the next season. So it was definitely a big game nonetheless, and Real Madrid were not taking it lightly. They played their arguably strongest team they could have, having Cristiano Ronaldo, Bale, all the big names were playing. They weren't worrying about playing any younger center backs or midfielders or anything like that. So it was definitely good to see, because I have been wanting to play against a full strength Real Madrid or Barcelona squad. I feel like the past few times, obviously, that I have been playing them, they have been putting up a weaker side, and it's been a little disappointing to see. Obviously, you want to be treated as one of the best teams in the league, regardless of your situation. So it is good to see that in this competition we were able to pull out their full and strongest team for the final. So as you guys are going to see, obviously there's going to be more highlights in this because there is only the one game in the episode. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys as much as possible, mainly because I wanted to make sure that you guys kind of see a little bit more of how I play the game, how I chase down balls and work my way around the defense as much as possible, and see how I counterattack, see all these inner workings of my gameplay, but also how the team has been coming along. Obviously, you can only get so much through the highlights, so it's nice to see a little bit more gameplay to kind of see the progress that the team is making. So, like I said, a little bit longer highlights here, but here in the 43rd minute, we had a pretty good opportunity here with Iheanacho, but it was a lovely save right there at the near post. I figured that'd probably be one of my best chances to score, and I definitely knew that I had to basically grab a goal in this first half if I had a really good chance of winning this game. Obviously, if I could keep it 0-0, regardless of the situation, I was definitely going to be in a good spot going into the second half. But the longer I could keep this at a 0-0 or to grab a goal early on was going to be my best opportunity to actually wear the team down and cause them to push up a little bit more into the field. And the more I was able to do that, the more gaps were going to open up and the more opportunities I was going to get to shoot the ball. So there were definitely a lot of gameplay ideas that I had coming into this game. But as you see here, right before halftime, we actually managed to grab the goal with, I believe that was it was actually Miyachi. I wanted to say it was Iheanacho, but Miyachi, the man who's been doing so much for us this season, continues to perform, and he's a solid pickup. And I will say this, I've said it in the past and I'll say it again, he's definitely one of the strongest players on this team regardless of his rating, and he's a player that everybody should be looking out for if they're playing with a younger squad or a smaller squad. So definitely a player that I love to play with and a player I love to watch as well. So coming into the second half, Real Madrid had a few opportunities here and there. Our keeper came up huge in this game, as he has been all season. If it wasn't for our keeper, honestly, I do not think we would be in the place we are in the league and in the cup. He managed to play incredible week in, week out, and it gave us the performances we needed regardless of how many games he had to play. I think he started almost every game this season, so it was definitely good to see him putting in the work all season, and we're definitely going to be making sure that he is a highlight in the squad next year. But we definitely want to make sure we get some defenders in that are going to be able to help him out in that defense, because it is going to weaken a little bit going into the next season for sure. So as this season does come to a close, I was saying that I will be bringing in MLS Mondays. back into the series lineup. Obviously, we're only going to be running 2 series at a time, so that is going to be alternating with our Lee Sung-woo career mode, which has been getting incredible support. So I do thank you guys for showing so much support on those videos, and definitely not going anywhere with that. And this series, of course, don't worry, is definitely going to be coming back probably in about a month or 2. I'm going to kind of finish up a season or 2 with the MLS team and series, and then kind of readjust to coming back either into this series or one of the other series I did have on the channel. So we'll kind of see how things end up working out. But as this game goes along, I could definitely tell that the Real Madrid team was getting a little scrappy. They were trying to look for the through balls, the one route balls, looking for any opportunity they could to grab goals, and we were just playing really well defensively. The team was playing incredibly together, baiting players out and just watching out for each other, and we were able to make sure that there were plenty of opportunities for us to defend really well. And here in the late second half, I did bring on Jamie Vardy. He did not start the game. I believe I actually had Ryan Gauld starting, so it was good to get Jamie Vardy in for the second half. Definitely wanted to give him an opportunity to play in this cup, because I honestly don't know how long Jamie Vardy is going to be with the team. He may end up retiring at any time, you never know. And he may, end up picking up an injury. So we definitely want to make sure we get him into the squad as much as possible, because he has been vital to this team, and definitely deserves all credit possible to him in this series. It was kind of a random pickup for me to do. Just kind of got lucky that Leicester had been relegated in the previous season, and gave me an opportunity, go out there and raid their team a little bit and pick up Jamie Vardy. But that is going to be full time, and we did win the game, so that does mean we won the cup, and you guys are going to see the celebration here. If you guys don't want to watch the celebration, you can go ahead and skip to about the 8-minute mark, and then it'll I believe be over by that point. But it is great to see all these players coming together on the pitch and celebrating. This has been an incredible story with this team. This is probably my favorite career mode. Every year I always end up doing this. It's just a fun team to play with. It's a fun story because it is such a small team. You get such a small budget, and you work your way in one of the hardest leagues to work your way through, in my opinion. Not because all the teams are great, but because there's 2 teams that just run through the league. When you're talking about the Premier League, the big name squads kind of slip up every once in a while, because it's arguably a pretty even league, regardless of how many big teams are in the league. But when it comes to working your way into La Liga, you're going up against Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona, and that's about it. So to work your way into the squad, or work your way into the league and actually end up coming out on top, even if it's only in one cup competition and not the league, it's an incredibly good feeling, and I really have enjoyed this, and will definitely be bringing myself back to play and continue on with this series about, like I said, in probably about a month. So it was really good to see Danny Garcia running up with that trophy. He obviously is the captain for us right now, longest standing player in the squad, I want to say, and definitely the face of Eibar in this career mode and in real life. So like I said, it was really good watching this celebration, and truly did enjoy it. It was a great season for us. Definitely going to be looking to improve on it next year. If you guys did enjoy this season, make sure you let me know, like the video, leave me comments letting me know how much you guys want this series to come back. Let me know what kind of players you want me to go after in the next transfer window as we strengthen this squad even more and take our talents up into hopefully the top 4 next season. So that is going to be the end of this episode. Like I said, MLS episodes will be coming out along with Lee Sung-woo. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later.